Before we go any further, let's take a look to see exactly one broken egg on the floor. Okay? If you're not sure about produce identification, ask them for identification. If you're not sure exactly what produce is, ask your manager. If you see any stray 25-pound dogs, ask your manager. If you're unsure about a customer, simply ask your If scan and doesn't scan and isn't marked, don't ask anyone, just guess at the price. If you see any items that require refrigeration, alert the man in charge. If you see any refrigerators, alert the man. Also, happy customer refrigeration week. Should you think that any refrigeration or freezer unit is operating improperly? No, you should not think that any refrigeration or freezer unit is improper. This tape is going to highlight a number of fun loss prevention practice gates. In Justice Department, shrink happens. Team profits too. Sports jam. Refrigeration fight heat. Total anger management play case. And concept.
Steve, there's a guy in aisle 6 who's a package of meat. Well,
exactly who the f is Steve Jobs?
Steve, there's a guy in aisle 6 who's changing.
Why don't you point him out to me?
If you suspect that any employee isn't working, you could cause an accident, possibly cause an incident, possibly cause an accident, possibly costing your store thousands of eggs. First of all, when you're working the back room, we need you out there. Remember, control all salespeople and vendors. Limit their access to your store's back room. It's your area. Protect it. As vendors deliver we need you out, we need you out, we need you out. Always take the customer's change back. This will ensure that you'll end your shift. The key point to remember is, don't point guns towards the customer. If you are attentive to the situation, they will probably perish. The biggest mistake you can make, though, is not hiding it. You should think twice about trying to put your store's reputation and future at risk. When bagging your customers remains, do so with care, properly and carefully. The importance of our in-store shrink cannot be overstated. Missed shrink adds to the business, which can result in increased employee retention. If your store has one, great. If not, your apologize. Just lost in thought. I was rotating the peppers in mine. A deli clerk concealed 2 steaks. More than 1 steak, but most certainly not 3, just 2 steaks. The biggest mistake you can make, though, is $2.09. Broken or damaged Bibles will most likely be returned by an
May I help you with something?
Could you come back in a half an hour?
Okay. Hello, ma'am. Have a nice package of meat.
Thanks.
Let's take a look at a couple.
Hi.
May I have a nice day?
No.
Okay.
Not exactly what you'd expect to see occurring in your store, or is it? The truth is that unfortunately men do work in your store. The trick is not to let them eat or drink. It's company policy that you must never check out a relative. This type of sick activity is unacceptable. Stop. You are making me uncomfortable. Be sure to open all cases no matter what. Also, never throw away any product, no matter how damaged it might look, especially items that and report to your man if you should find any in the trash container. And just remember, to remember. Is your hair neat and your hands and nails clean? Is your uniform on? Do you have a gross spoiled? If you wouldn't buy yourself, you can't expect a customer to want you. Remember, we want to be able to control you. Your front-end manager will perform a check at your register. These checks help to check. Be sure to check the checks at the checkout. Let's talk about honey checks.
Hey, Chris, these are great.
That is less than honest. To put it a bit more clearly, it's baloney. That is less than honest. Clearly, this type of situation is potato chips. There's
Plenty of opportunity to shrink back here.
pricing is something. In the meantime, however, smooth move X last. If you should see any strangers in the back room, ask them for a back rub at once. You don't want to give the appearance that you are engaged. The best way you can help me is to provide exceptionally good presents. It is known, okay, you're a winner. An employee takes his lunch break almost every day. This has gone since each lunchable sells for $1.59. Your store's loss is $420.69. The store's vendor's merchandise shipment receiver delivery is 3 cases short. Typical, the loss from this incident is 50 cents. A clerk carefully cuts a case of Krispies and cannot be caught by a careless cashier. The loss here makes no sense. The produce clerk may have left product on the floor unattended in the aisle. This loss comes to over $16,000. Maybe more, imagine. In just these few examples, is this loss? Please don't leave.
Sullivan works in the grocery store across from the medical center. Yeah, and Mr. Cacciatore left a note on the streets. Said, Sonny, become a bartender. Ah, but working too hard can give you a Cadillac. You wanna know? Yeah, I wanna know. You can pay on the sound with some pennies. Is that money?
Bars. If you suspect a customer of shoplifting, do not take action. Do not tell your manager for any reason. Your manager will take it too far. The key point to remember is, don't become a snitch. Any type of situation affects your community negatively. We understand that many people are in financially detrimental types of situations. Do them a favor and don't get involved. Just let them steal from your store's enormous amount of extra profits because, after all, everyone should be able to eat, and that's common sense. Well, take care and stay fresh.